Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and I want to talk about things that people take for granted that have been around but may not be proper. Just because something exists and it has been around doesn't mean that it should exist, doesn't mean that it's justifiable or proper. It just means that it has been done. And unfortunately, people often abuse this tendency of things to be normalized uh, to justify things that shouldn't be. So I want to talk about a few examples. Take, for example, police snipers. And this is kind of what got me thinking about the idea. Police snipers have become normalized, haven't they? You see these in movies, you see them in real life, I guess, if you're unlucky and you see an event where, there's a bank robbery going on or whatever. It has become normal for people to expect to see police posted on top of buildings with their rifles out, and if they get a clear shot of the alleged or suspected person who's perpetrating it, they will take their shot, won't they? All right, well, here's the problem. It's the alleged and suspected part that kind of falls by the wayside here with the whole idea of police snipers. Granted, there's already a crime underway, at which point there's a bank robbery or whatever. It's pretty clear somebody has done something wrong. But to blow someone's head off or disable them with a bullet, if you're not trying to kill them either way. I mean, I think that by the time you shoot somebody with an actual bullet, it can be said that your intention is to kill them somehow, because that is a very likely outcome. Even if you don't hit them in the head or the torso, people can bleed out real easy. You hit an artery or something. It's reasonable to say that by the time you take a shot at somebody with a bullet, an actual gun bullet, you're trying to kill them. It makes sense to me. So when the police are trying to kill somebody based on superficial evidence, that is without due process or investigation, there is a lot being assumed at that point. There are a lot of assumptions that undermine basic justice and decency. And the bottom line is that you don't know what's going to happen necessarily. I don't believe that any police snipers have crystal balls, honestly, or their supervisors. They don't have a crystal ball. They don't know if the people in the bank or whatever are going to actually go through with killing a hostage. And it is patently unsupportable to err on the side of paranoia, to err on the side of pessimism, to err on the side of an assumption of guilt, right? And that's really what it comes down to. So this is when it is extremely important. It is when it is important to err on the side of innocence, to err on the side of a presumption that maybe there's a miscommunication, maybe there's a mistake. And I get it. There's some, armed robbers. Sure. Okay. You got me there. There's armed robbers. But what if, what if, like in many movies, some of the apparent armed robbers are also hostages or have been abducted and taken along for the ride. You don't necessarily know who they are, and you just start shooting into the crowd. Now, here's the thing, right? So, unfortunately, because of the way society and police are structured, that is, there's a lot of people, that's true, and there are usually fewer police than citizens or people to manage, right? Police snipers and snipers in general, on behalf of the authority, they can just, shoot some innocent people every once in a while. And this is how it goes. I hate to say it, but it's true. If you have a lot of people, if you have a big population, and you can, imagine the scenario where you have like a police sniper robot and it's trained very well, it's very precise, and it only shoots the bad guys. This is the hypothetical. Let's say it's got a 0.01% failure rate or error rate. It shoots the wrong guy very, very infrequently. 0 would be the acceptable rate, and you cannot logically get to 0. So here's your problem. Here's your problem with it. You can't lean on the fact that there just happens to be a lot of people, and that when you blow away innocent people, it's no big deal, because you'll always have more, right? As an administrator or an authority, heck, we solved the bank robbery, but we had to blow away 10 innocent people. No biggie. You see the problem, right? And if it's real easy for them to not care, is my point. It's really easy because there's so many people to just, accidentally, blow away, 50% of innocent people. Right? We'll just shoot into the crowd. We know that there's a bank robber in the crowd, so let's just mow down the whole crowd. Heck, we got crowds for days. That's the beauty of it. We've got crowds all around the world. Every city you go in, there's crowds. So you know what? Nobody's going to miss one crowd here and there, right? Just blow them away. The bank robber's in there somewhere, and this is what it comes down to. Do you see how it's not fair? I'm being sarcastic. It's not proper. It's not just. And here's my ultimate complaint, my ultimate beef. In conclusion, if you are an employee of law enforcement, you are representing the Justice Department. You are representing corrections and justice. And to act unjustly, to normalize police snipers and other things that are patently prejudiced, they are prejudgmental. You're prejudging the situation by definition when you just look at it and start blasting. It's a problem. And yeah, no, I get that it's a very difficult situation to protect innocent people. I get it's a very difficult situation to get your damn finger off the trigger, to stop blasting into the crowd. I know it makes your job real hard. Maybe you're not cut out for police work, honestly. I'm going to be honest. Maybe you're not cut out for police work if you're just shooting into the crowd, because there happens to be a lot of people. And you've enjoyed some immunity here, haven't you? Let's be honest. It hasn't come back around for quite some time. But I think, you know what? Actually, it's going to. I think, honestly, my last thing I'll say about it is it's about to come back around full circle. We're going to see a lot of accountability, newfound accountability on behalf of the trigger-happy police. And there's a lot of ways to pull the trigger, isn't there? A lot of ways. They're not going to be taking advantage of the fact that there just happens to be lots of people anymore. If I have a say in it, to be honest. I would love to be able to write some policies to influence things towards justice, back towards justice, because I have not seen justice in a long time. There's a lot of stuff I'm missing. I'm missing actual schools. I'm missing justice. I'm missing, any kind of decency. And these things are circular. They're circular problems. And it starts at the top. It starts with leadership. It starts with having integrity, people who you can count on, people who aren't bullshitting you all day, and police that aren't just blowing people away because there's always some other person next door who's going to show up. That's what happens. I'm tired of it. So reach out if you like with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.